Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today behind me I have an all-new trim level to the 2025 Hyundai Kona lineup, the N-Line S. Now you might be wondering what the exact differences are between an N-Line S and the standard N-Line, and I will be going through that here just in a few seconds, so make sure you guys stick around for that. But essentially the N-Line S sits just below the N-Line. It gets you the 1.6 liter turbo, the 8-speed automatic, and of course all of the N-Line styling, but at a slightly cheaper price point. However, that does come at a small cost to the features and options and overall equipment that this vehicle offers versus that N-Line. Now for 2025, there essentially wasn't many changes to the lineup outside of ambient interior lighting becoming standard on the N-Line S, the N-Line, and already was standard on the Limited. And really outside of that, there really weren't any changes given this vehicle did just come out and debut for the 2024 model year. So make sure you check out some of the content I have already posted in the 2024 model year, because a lot of that, actually most of it will be relevant into the 2025 model year, and I do have videos going over some of the details and differences. But without further ado, let's not waste your time. Take a look at this new N-Line S trim behind me and see what it gets you for right around the $33,000 price point. So now quickly before we get into this video, I want to go through the exact features and options that you're missing from the full standard N-Line here on the N-Line S. Now this S trim is based upon the standard SEL, but obviously does have a lot of the full styling of the N-Line, the interior of the N-Line, and many additional features and options actually over that of the SEL. So essentially here in the N-Line S, you're going to get the full N-Line styling, the 1.6 liter turbo, 8-speed automatic, the body cladding, black side mirrors, 19-inch alloy wheels, the nicer 12.3-inch full LCD cluster with the column shift-by-wire, paddle shifters, heated front seats, power windows, LED interior lighting, LED ambient color selectable lighting, the N-Line steering wheel, metal sport pedals, wireless charging, etc. The list really goes on. It's a quite well-equipped trim level. Now, in addition to this, the full N-Line will net you a host of additional options, many of which actually come from the SEL convenience package, including the driver assistance technology. So moving up to the N-Line gets you the FCA junction turning with direct oncoming traffic detection. Essentially, this is the camera-based system as well as the radar sensor for the adaptive cruise control, which gives you some of the more advanced safety collision avoidance systems. You get power tilt sliding sunroof, auto dimming interior rearview mirror, highway drive assist, navigation-based smart cruise control, digital key 2.0 touch, 12.3-inch CCNC navigation system, so built-in navigation, dynamic voice recognition, Wi-Fi hotspot, as well as the Bose premium audio system. And in addition to all this, the standard N-Line will also give you the option to get the two-tone body exterior for the black roof and the body color lower section on the white, Ecotronic gray, and ultimate red exteriors. Well, unfortunately, if you get the N-Line S, you have to get the monotone paint on the outside, so the entire vehicle essentially is the body color, but you have the option to get the two-tone paint moving up to the more expensive N-Line trim. So take a look at the N-Line in front of us. It is finished in the Abyss Black exterior with the black and red two-tone Alcantara suede interior. This is the exact same overall appearance as that of the standard N-Line, and that was something that I did want to clarify here at the beginning of this video, is that when I made some of my past content on the 2025 Kona, it was a little bit unclear as to whether or not you got like the rear spoiler and all of the N-Line bits here with the cheaper N-Line S, and that is the case, which is always nice to see. Now, starting at the front end of the N-Line S, you will get the N-Line styling, which gives you a totally different front bumper and front fascia design, in addition to all of the other exterior appearance. So you have some matte metallic trim in the front grille with some gloss black elements. You have LED daytime running lights, projector headlights, both low and high beam, with your incandescent turn signals just below that in that same housing. You do have the active arrow grille shutters, which will open and close dynamically. No 360 camera on this particular vehicle, but you do have the N-Line badging here on the passenger side, as well as the flat Hyundai logo, which they have been rolling out across all of the refresh and or all new vehicles. Now coming around to the side profile, you will get full body color cladding here on the wheel arches and the lower door sections. That is one of the reasons why I really do like the two N-Line trim levels over that of the standard Konas, is because it ditches that standard matte black plastic trim. Now anyways, coming to the wheel and tire setup, this is going to be the exact same 19-inch alloy wheel as the more expensive N-Line, with your machine and dark gunmetal gray finish, and of course the N logo center caps. It is going to be wrapped in a 235/45 19-inch Kumo all-season tire. N-Line badging here on the two front fenders. Gloss black mirror caps with your LED turn signal integration. I know it's hard to tell gloss black from body color since they are the same in this color combination, but they will be gloss black mirrors. No cameras or puddle lights, but the mirrors are going to be heated with blind spot detection. You have the standard regular proximity entry on the two front door handles. That is one of the features that is a slight downgrade from the regular N line with the digital key 2.0 touch technology. But here on the side, you can see the side skirt extensions with the silver or dark gray trim that runs basically the perimeter of the vehicle. You have the satin black roof rails up top with no sunroof on this particular vehicle. But then coming out back, you can see you get the more aggressive large rear spoiler from that of the more expensive N line and all of the same rear bumper design elements. You will find partial LED lighting out back with your LED running lights across the top portion, LED brake lights in this housing with your incandescent reverse and turn signals down below. No backup sensors or anything like that, but there you can see the very aggressive rear diffuser with your twin outlet exhaust on the passenger side. There's the Kona badging, rear backup camera, as well as your H-Track 1.6T badge, because this one is indeed all-wheel drive, but you can, however, get this in a front-wheel drive if you really do wish and want to save a little bit more money. But overall, there you can see a very good side profile and the contrast with the different colors of this vehicle. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below of the Kona N line and overall of this vehicle in general. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the window sticker so you guys know exactly how this one is equipped before jumping onto the interior. So take a look at the window sticker. As I mentioned, I did just go through the different options and features that you will be missing from the regular N line here on the N line S. Overall, this is still a very well-equipped vehicle, a little bit more so than that of the standard SCL, and of course, you get the nicer N line styling that I do prefer. Now, this one does have a few additional accessories on it, which brings the MSRP a little bit higher than that of the entry-level price point, but including destination, this one will run you $32,980, including all-wheel drive. So taking a look on the interior, this one gets the N-Line specific interior, which means it's the Alcantara suede seating surfaces with some of the additional soft touch materials. So starting out here on the door panel, this is actually the cheapest trim level to get the more premium door cards available within the Kona lineup, which means the hard touch plastic upper, but this insert right here around the door handle, as well as this section for your armrest, is going to be a slightly padded material, much nicer than that of the standard and completely hard touch door panels on the SCL or SCL Convenience. Do have power windows, mirrors, and locks with both front windows being fully automatic up down. There you can see the darker accent door handle pull with a good amount of lower door storage. Standard 6-speaker audio system because this one does not get the Bose. And there you can see the N-Line specific door sill plate with your power driver's seat with two-way power lumbar. The N-Line S gets the same seats as the full N-Line with the red accent stitching, leatherette bolsters, and the suede insert with your N logos here on the backrest. And then moving over here to the dashboard, you can see all of the different red accents around the vent designs. So here in the interior of the Kona N-Line S, you can see it pretty much looks identical to that of the N-Line from the last model year, just with a few features that will be missing in this particular vehicle. But in front of the driver, you're going to get the nicer 12.3-inch fully digital and partially configurable gauge cluster that is controlled here on the left side of the steering wheel. So this is the upgraded display cluster found in the convenience trim, the N-Line S or higher within the lineup. Now you have your speedometer and tachometer on the left and right respectively, fuel level, odometer over there in the corner, and then in the middle you can configure this display with your trip information, MPG, fuel economy. You have the tire pressures for all four wheels, then you have the power distribution for all-wheel drive equipped models, and then finally you do have some of the oil temperature, torque, and turbo output that actually looks like it might be a new thing. I don't recall seeing that in the N-Lines before, but very cool additional data that you can't see there. And then pressing it one more time will bring you your safety systems, and then finally you do go back to that main screen. So this one is missing navigation, so you can't put that up there in the center cluster, but it will be available in that full N-Line trip. To the left of that, you have a suede magnetic portion to the cluster itself. And then coming back to the steering wheel, you have the nice leather-wrapped red accent stitching N-Line specific steering wheel that is indicated by this N at the very bottom. Of course, you have your 4-dot Hyundai logo with the nice satin chrome ring around it. You have your regular cruise control with lane fall assist here on the left side. On the right side, you have your audio multimedia. On the back, you have paddle shifters for the 8-speed automatic transmission. Automatic headlights with auto high beam assist, regular intermittent wipers, and then you do have the column shift-by-wire in this vehicle, which is found on the SCL Convenience or higher. Frees up essentially this center console space and gives you the more open design, which personally I do prefer in most Hyundai vehicles. So nice to see that is found on this vehicle, just like that of the higher trim levels. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your gauge dimming, traction control off, hill descent control, and electronic parking brake. Nice red accents around the AC vents. And there you can see across the dashboard, it gets a very interesting, hard, textured material, but nice that it's not smooth, so it reflects off of the dash into the driver's face. And then coming over here to the infotainment system, this is going to be the 12.3-inch CCNC Lite infotainment, so it does not have built-in navigation, but does include wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth inputs. Of course, you have your Hyundai driver profiles, BlueLink Plus, which is free for the lifetime of the first owner. And then you have all of your different settings you can configure, including your digital cluster, sound, vehicle settings, all of that, which I do have a different video here on the channel going over how to use this display in a little bit more detail. Below that, you have all of your shortcut buttons, volume and tune knob, and there you can see for the infotainment system, dual zone automatic climate control. Always nice to see this feature inside of lesser expensive vehicles, and then USB-C data and charge ports, 12-volt outlet, wireless charging pad, unfortunately no digital key in this vehicle, heated front seats, automatic vehicle hold, center differential lock for all-wheel drive equipped Konas, and then you have your backup camera, and then drive mode select, which can be seen right here. You do have normal, sport, and snow drive modes, which do change the theme of the cluster, but you can, of course, configure this manually as well. Center console is going to be same as those more expensive models with the configurable cup holders, so you can slide these out of the way just like that. That was first seen, I believe, in the Hyundai Palisade. Pretty cool feature and allow you to, use the space as you see fit. Here's the proximity key fob with built-in remote start. Larger design, not a huge fan of it, but we know how that goes for now. And then you have a soft touch padded armrest with the open front section here, which I know some people have commented on my videos that they don't prefer this. I am with you on that. It's a little bit of a privacy concern, but overall that does continue on for the 2025 model year, and this vehicle unfortunately does not have a sliding center armrest. Up top, you do have a black headliner. It is going to be the cheaper design from Hyundai vehicles, not really soft touch. There is the LED overhead lighting, manual dimming interior rearview mirror, and then you have BlueLink SOS passenger airbag, and then again the LED lighting does continue on for the main map lights and dome lights in this vehicle. And then there is no power sunroof in this one, but you do, however, have the ambient interior lighting, which is color selectable in that portion of the dashboard, as well as a few other areas. So that's going to be a quick look here at the front seat. Let's go ahead and take a look out back. So take a look at the back seat of the N Line S. Some of the materials will follow through from the front. So starting out here on the door panel, you do have the same soft touch insert as well as the soft touch padded armrest. A little bit of additional bottle storage down below. And there you can see the seating surfaces are going to be mostly suede here in the back seat, which may not be for everybody, but certainly does give it a nice aesthetic look. Stepping inside, a step in height is going to be very easy given the ride height and door opening. There's going to be a quick look here at the front dashboard. There you can see the red accent lines. And then out back, you will have AC vents with 2 USB-C charge ports and a small additional cubby. One map net on the passenger side of the vehicle, nothing here on the driver's side. And the seats do fold down at 60-40 split, do have a 2-position recline. And there you can see the center armrest with 2 more cup holders if you want to use that. And I really do like the recline functionality, so you can simply lift this and it will give you, like I said, just a 2-position recline, which is plenty enough for a vehicle of this size and type. Now, in terms of overall room, I have about 3 or so inches legroom behind my rough driving position, plenty of footroom down below, and headroom is not going to be an issue either given the lack of a sunroof. But even with the sunroof, I do fit inside the Kona without any issues with 2 or 3 inches of headroom as well. Now, in terms of comfort, I actually think the suede seats offer a slight benefit to overall vehicle comfort, given that they may not get as hot in the summertime if exposed to direct sunlight, but might not be for everybody if you have pets, dogs, cats, anything like that inside the vehicle, even children that might get it dirty. It might be just a little bit hard to keep clean over time. But overall, I think in terms of comfort, very, very good back here. And I think for the price point, features are going to be adequate. Now take a look at cargo room behind the second row seats. You do have the manual release liftgate. A power liftgate will be found on the limited trim only. And behind the second row, you're going to find a good amount of overall cargo capacity. You do have the privacy cover up here, which can stow behind the rear seats via these tabs right there. You have an LED light here on the left side, a little baggage hook with cubbies for a little bit of additional storage space. You can see this box is quite large for one of the accessories, but beneath the floor you will find additional storage space, temporary spare tire on this vehicle with a 2-position load floor so you can raise it and lower it as needed. There you can see it is even lined in the same carpet material down here to make the appearance a little bit nicer. Always nice to see those finer details included in the vehicle like this. But overall, really not too bad in terms of capacity. And like I said, the seats do fold down at 60-40 split. Now, wrapping this video up here on the passenger front seat, you'll find one nice amenity that is not always found in this segment, and that is going to be a height adjustable passenger seat. So this is going to be a 6-way manual seat with that height adjustment. There you can see the dashboard and that little cubby a little bit better. That is where the ambient lighting is located. The glove box is going to be damped, does have LED illumination, and is going to be a fairly usable size. You can see the owner's manual and stuff in there right now. But overall, a pretty nice interior here in the N-Line S. Really glad they kept it the exact same as the standard N-Line. Let's go ahead and pop this here. It powers this particular vehicle before wrapping this video up. Now, under the hood of the N-Line S, you're going to find the 1.6-liter turbo engine paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, either through the front wheels only or through all 4 wheels via H-Track all-wheel drive. Now, this engine puts out 195 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque, which is a significant bump over that of the standard 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder found in some of those lower trim levels. Now, overall, I think this is one of the reasons I would opt for now an N-Line S or one of the higher trim levels of the Kona is for this turbocharged powertrain. I think it makes for a very peppy, spirited driving experience, despite it not being a full performance model featuring the 2-liter turbo from the Kona N, for example. But overall, I think it's more than adequate for the average daily commute. But do keep in mind some of the fuel economy benefits either from the standard 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder or this 1.6-liter turbo. So that's going to do it here for this video on the 2025 Hyundai Kona in its new N-Line S trim level. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and or found something helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button below, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on this trim or the Kona in general down in the comment section below. Now, quickly before we end out this video, I do want to discuss the value and pricing of this vehicle. So the N-Line S is going to be $1,550 less than that of a regular standard N-Line. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there is a host of features and options that unfortunately is taken away for that lower price point. Now, when it comes to the overall value proposition, I want to say props to Hyundai for offering a less expensive 1.6-liter turbo N-Line within the model lineup that bridges the gap kind of between an SEL or SEL Convenience and that of the N-Line, because I think it is well positioned for those that might not want all of the driver assistance or feature set that comes on the full N-Line, but do want that 1.6-liter turbo and or the styling of the N-Line in general. I think that is really where this vehicle shines. Now, personally, when I look at the value proposition, about $1,500 less expensive is not worth it to me, missing the sunroof, the Bose audio, and the smart cruise control with highway drive assist. I think those are the main key items that to me make the standard N-Line more appealing than this one right here. But then again, if you don't want the driver assistance technologies and want to drive the car mostly yourself, this is a perfectly suitable option. I just think at $1,500, it makes sense to go up to the full N-Line and get those features, because I think the audio system as well as the driver assistance would be a well worth it option. But overall, I know not everybody wants that, so you guys all have to let me know your thoughts on that down in the comment section below. Do you think $1,500 is a worthy trade-off to be missing those features in this vehicle, or would you rather pay that and get them in the regular N-Line? So with all that being said, I appreciate the continued support here on the channel. Like I said, make sure to check out some additional content I have on the 2024 and or 2025 Kona already posted live here on the channel. As always, hope to see you guys in the next one.